Let me tell you something honest. Being broke is not the real problem. Staying the same is the real problem. Money comes and goes, but skills stay with you forever. If today your bank balance is low, your confidence is low, or your future feels uncertain, don't panic. History has proven again and again that people who invest in the right skills can rise from nothing and build everything. You don't need rich parents, powerful connections, or perfect timing. You need skills that compound for life. When I was young, the world was very simple. If you studied hard, got good marks, and followed the rules, people believed you would have a good life. But today, the world is completely different. The rules change faster than textbooks. Technology moves faster than teachers. And opportunities disappear faster than people can react. In this kind of world, what you know is not as important as how fast you can learn something new. The biggest mistake people make is believing that learning ends after school. Real learning actually starts when school ends. Learning faster than the world changes is not about being the most intelligent person in the room. I was never the smartest student. I failed exams. I failed interviews, and I was rejected many times. But every failure taught me something new. Learning fast means being curious, being open, and being humble. The moment you think you know everything, you stop growing. The world does not reward pride, it rewards adaptability. Today, many jobs that exist will disappear in the next 10 years. Many skills that are valuable today will become useless tomorrow. This is not something to fear, this is something to prepare for. If you depend on one skill for your entire life, you are taking a big risk. But if you depend on your ability to learn new skills, you are always safe. Learning fast gives you freedom. Freedom to change careers, freedom to start again, freedom to survive when others panic. Learning fast also means learning from everywhere, not just from classrooms. Learn from people younger than you because they see the future sooner. Learn from people older than you because they understand mistakes better. Learn from books, from failure, from observation, and from listening. In my life, my biggest teachers were not professors, they were experiences. Every mistake was expensive, but every lesson was valuable. Many people say they don't have time to learn. This is the biggest excuse. If you have time to scroll, complain, or compare yourself with others, you have time to learn. The difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is not intelligence. It is how they use their time. Successful people invest time in learning things that will help them tomorrow, not just entertain them today. Learning fast also requires unlearning. This is very difficult. Sometimes what helped you succeed in the past becomes the reason you fail in the future. Old habits, old thinking, and old comfort zones can slow you down. You must have the courage to let go of what no longer works. The world respects people who can change themselves before they are forced to change. In the future, machines will be better than humans at many things. They will calculate faster, remember more, and work longer. But machines cannot learn with curiosity, creativity, and emotion the way humans can. Your advantage is not competing with machines, but learning how to work with change. The faster you learn, the more valuable you become. Learning fast is not about speed only, it is about attitude. It is about saying yes to challenges, yes to new ideas, and yes to discomfort. Growth is uncomfortable. If you are always comfortable, you are not learning. Every new skill will make you feel stupid at the beginning. That feeling is not failure, it is progress. When you are young, you don't need to worry about earning big money immediately. You need to worry about learning big lessons. Money will come later. Skills will stay forever. If you spend your early years chasing only money, you may lose both money and learning. But if you spend your early years learning how the world works, how people think, and how problems are solved, money will eventually follow you. Learning fast also builds confidence. not the loud confidence that comes from showing off, but the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you can adapt. When you trust your ability to learn, you are not afraid of change. You are not afraid of failure. You are not afraid of starting again. This confidence is more powerful than any degree. The future belongs to people who can learn faster than problems appear. Those people will always find a way. They may fall, but they will rise stronger. They may lose today, but they will win tomorrow. In a world that never stops changing, learning fast is the only skill that guarantees survival, growth, and opportunity. When I meet young people, many of them tell me they have good ideas, but nobody listens to them. This is not because their ideas are bad, but because they cannot express them clearly. An idea locked inside your mind has no value to the world. Only when an idea is shared, understood, and accepted does it begin to create opportunity. Communication is the bridge between your thoughts and the future you want to build. Communication is not about speaking perfect English or using big, complicated words. I have met many people who speak simple language but move millions of people. I have also met people with excellent grammar who cannot convince anyone. Good communication is about clarity, honesty, and confidence. When you speak clearly, people trust you. When you speak honestly, people respect you. When you speak with confidence, people believe you. In business and in life, opportunities come to those who can explain what they want and why it matters. If you cannot explain your value, the world will underestimate you. Investors will not invest, customers will not buy, and leaders will not promote you. Communication turns potential into performance. It allows others to see what you see and believe what you believe. Listening is an important part of communication that many people ignore. Most people listen only to reply, not to understand. But true communication starts with listening. When you listen carefully, you learn what people really want, what they fear, and what problems they are trying to solve. This knowledge is powerful. It helps you speak in a way that connects, not just talks. People don't care how much you know until they feel you understand them. Writing is also communication. In today's digital world, your emails, messages, and posts speak for you even when you are not present. If your writing is unclear or careless, people judge you without meeting you. Clear writing shows clear thinking. It shows discipline and respect for the reader's time. Even a simple message, when written well, can open doors. Many people stay silent because they are afraid of making mistakes. They worry about being judged, rejected, or misunderstood. But silence is more dangerous than mistakes. When you don't speak, nobody knows your ideas exist. Every confident speaker you admire once spoke badly. Every great leader once struggled to explain their thoughts. The only way to improve communication is to practice, fail, and try again. Communication is not only about talking to others, but also about talking to yourself. The way you speak to yourself shapes your confidence and decisions. If you constantly tell yourself that you are not good enough, your actions will reflect that belief. But if you train yourself to think positively and speak with self-belief, your communication with others becomes stronger. In leadership, communication is everything. A leader without communication is just a title. Leaders must explain vision, give feedback, handle conflict, and inspire action. When communication is weak, confusion grows. When communication is strong, teams move in one direction. People don't follow plans, they follow clarity. In business, communication builds trust. Customers don't buy products, they buy stories, promises, and feelings. If you can explain how your product solves a problem in a simple and honest way, customers will remember you. Trust is built not by loud marketing, but by clear and consistent communication. Improving communication is a lifelong skill. You don't master it once and stop. Every new role, every new audience, and every new challenge requires you to communicate differently. The world rewards people who can adjust their message without losing their truth. If you are broke today, communication can still create opportunities for you. You can communicate your willingness to learn, your hunger to grow, and your commitment to contribute. These qualities attract mentors, partners, and chances. Money may be missing today, but strong communication can bring it closer tomorrow. In the end, ideas change the world, but communication gives ideas a voice. Without communication, talent stays hidden and effort goes unnoticed. When you learn to express yourself clearly and listen deeply, your ideas stop being invisible and start becoming valuable. Many people spend their lives complaining about problems. They complain about the economy, about their boss, about technology, about competition, and about bad luck. But the truth is very simple. If there were no problems, nobody would pay you. Problems are the reason businesses exist. Problems are the reason salaries are paid. Problems are not enemies. They are opportunities waiting for someone brave enough to solve them. When I started my journey, I did not have money, resources, or powerful connections. What I had was the ability to notice problems that others ignored. I saw small businesses struggling to connect with customers. I saw people who wanted to sell but did not know how to reach the world. Those problems were painful for many people, but they were also full of opportunity. The bigger the problem you solve, the more value you create. Problem solving is not about being the smartest person in the room. It is about being the most curious. Curious people ask why something is broken, why something is slow, and why something is unfair. While others complain, problem solvers observe. While others wait, problem solvers experiment. They do not expect perfect conditions. They start with what they have and improve step by step. Every organization looks for people who can solve problems, not people who create them. When something goes wrong, leaders remember the person who brings solutions, not excuses. If you want to grow in your career or business, train yourself to approach every challenge with a solution mindset. Instead of saying, "This cannot be done," ask, "How can this be done better?" That simple shift in thinking can change your entire future. Problem solving requires understanding people. Many problems are not technical. They are human. People want convenience, trust, speed, and respect. If you understand human behavior, you can solve problems that machines and systems cannot. This is why empathy is a powerful tool in problem solving. When you feel what others feel, you design better solutions. Failure is a natural part of solving problems. If you are afraid to fail, you will avoid difficult problems and limit your growth. Every meaningful solution comes after many failed attempts. Failure is not a sign that you are wrong. It is a sign that you are trying. Each failure gives you information. The only real failure is refusing to try again. Many people wait for instructions before solving problems. They wait for permission, approval, or perfect plans. But problem solvers take responsibility even when it is not their job. They see a gap and try to fill it. This attitude builds trust and leadership. Over time, people begin to rely on you because you make their lives easier. The market does not reward effort, it rewards results. You may work very hard, but if you do not solve a real problem, the world will not pay attention. This is why understanding the problem deeply is more important than rushing to solutions. A well-understood problem is already half solved. Technology has made problem solving even more valuable. Tools change quickly, but problems remain. If you focus only on tools, you become replaceable. If you focus on solving problems, tools become your helpers. Learn how to think, not just how to operate. When you start seeing problems as opportunities, your mindset changes. You stop feeling like a victim and start feeling powerful. Every challenge becomes a chance to learn, improve, and create value. This mindset separates leaders from followers. If you are broke today, do not worry about lacking money. Worry about lacking solutions. Money flows to those who remove pain, save time, or create convenience for others. Solve a problem well, and money will follow naturally. In the future, competition will be intense. Many people will have similar skills and knowledge. What will separate you is not what you know, but what problems you can solve. The person who can solve the hardest problems will always be in demand. Life rewards problem solvers because they make life better for others. When you focus on helping people through solutions, success becomes a byproduct. Problems will never disappear from the world. That is good news, because as long as problems exist, opportunities will always exist. Many people believe that talent is the most important factor for success. They admire intelligent people, creative people, and naturally gifted people. But talent alone is not enough. I have seen many talented people fail, and many ordinary people succeed. The difference was not talent, it was discipline. Discipline is the ability to do what must be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. Motivation is emotional. It comes and goes. Some days you feel excited and inspired, and some days you feel tired and discouraged. If you depend only on motivation, your progress will be unstable. Discipline, on the other hand, is reliable. It keeps you moving forward on good days and bad days. It is the quiet force that builds success when nobody is watching. Discipline is not about being harsh with yourself. It is about being committed to your future. It means choosing long-term growth over short-term comfort. Most people fail not because life is too hard, but because comfort is too attractive. Discipline teaches you to delay pleasure and stay focused on what truly matters. Patience is closely connected to discipline. In today's world, people want instant results. They want quick success, fast money, and immediate recognition. But real growth takes time. Skills take years to develop. Businesses take years to build. Trust takes years to earn. If you lack patience, you will quit too early and miss the rewards of consistency. Discipline is built through small daily actions. It is not created by big dramatic decisions. Waking up on time, practicing a skill every day, finishing tasks even when they are boring, and keeping promises to yourself all strengthen discipline. These small actions may seem insignificant, but over time they shape your character and your future. Many people wait for the perfect moment to start. They wait to feel ready, confident, or fully prepared. That moment never comes. Discipline means starting before you feel ready and continuing even when progress is slow. Action creates clarity, not the other way around. Discipline also helps you manage failure. When things go wrong, disciplined people do not panic or quit. They adjust and continue. They understand that failure is part of the process, not the end of it. This mindset allows them to survive difficult periods and emerge stronger. In your early years, discipline is more valuable than money. Money can distract you, but discipline builds you. If you earn money too early without discipline, you may lose both money and direction. But if you build discipline early, money will eventually come and stay. Discipline also earns respect. People may not notice your effort at first, but over time they recognize consistency. Leaders trust disciplined people because they deliver results. Teams rely on disciplined people because they are dependable. Discipline builds a reputation that opens doors. Patience protects you from making poor decisions. Many mistakes happen because people rush. They chase trends, jump into opportunities without thinking, and quit when progress slows. Patience allows you to think long-term and avoid unnecessary risks. In a fast, changing world, discipline gives you stability. While everything around you changes, discipline keeps your habits strong and your direction clear. It helps you focus on what you can control instead of worrying about what you cannot. Being disciplined does not mean being perfect. It means being consistent. You will have bad days, miss goals, and make mistakes. Discipline is about returning to the path, not punishing yourself for falling off it. Over time, discipline creates freedom. When you control your actions, you control your future. You gain the freedom to choose better opportunities, handle pressure, and stay calm during uncertainty. Success rarely comes from one big moment. It comes from thousands of small, disciplined actions repeated over years. Talent may give you a head start, but discipline ensures you reach the finish line. Those who are patient and disciplined may move slowly, but they move far. Many people believe that intelligence alone guarantees success. They focus on knowledge, technical skills, and high IQ. But in reality, I have seen very intelligent people fail in business and life, while others with average intelligence succeed beyond expectations. The difference is emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand your own emotions, control them, and wisely handle the emotions of others. The first challenge most people face is not the world, but themselves. Anger, fear, ego, and impatience quietly destroy opportunities. When you cannot control your emotions, small problems become big disasters. A moment of anger can ruin a relationship. A moment of fear can stop you from taking an important step. Emotional intelligence allows you to pause, think, and choose the right response instead of reacting impulsively. Self-awareness is the foundation of emotional intelligence. You must understand what triggers your emotions and why you feel a certain way. When you understand yourself, you gain control. Instead of being controlled by emotions, you learn to manage them. This skill becomes especially important during pressure, failure, and criticism. Successful people are not those who never feel negative emotions, but those who know how to handle them. In business and leadership, emotional intelligence is more important than authority. You can have power, but without emotional intelligence, people will not trust you. Trust is built when people feel respected, understood, and valued. Leaders who understand emotions can motivate teams, handle conflicts, and build loyalty. Leaders who ignore emotions create fear, confusion, and resistance. Relationships are a major factor in long-term success. Very few people succeed alone. Careers, businesses, and opportunities grow through people. Emotional intelligence helps you build strong relationships by listening, empathizing, and communicating with respect. When people enjoy working with you, they support you even during difficult times. Handling criticism is another test of emotional intelligence. Many people take feedback personally and react defensively. This slows growth. Emotionally intelligent people listen carefully, separate emotion from information, and use feedback to improve. They understand that criticism is not an attack, but a chance to learn. Failure is unavoidable in life. How you emotionally respond to failure determines whether you grow or quit. Some people become bitter, angry, or hopeless. Others become reflective and stronger. Emotional intelligence allows you to recover quickly, learn lessons, and move forward without losing confidence. Emotional intelligence also helps you manage success. Success can create ego, arrogance, and carelessness. Many people fail after succeeding because they lose humility. Emotional intelligence keeps you grounded. It reminds you to stay respectful, grateful, and open to learning even when things go well. In stressful situations, emotional intelligence becomes your greatest protection. Stress makes people make poor decisions. When emotions run high, logic becomes weak. Emotionally intelligent people stay calm under pressure. They create stability for themselves and others. This calmness becomes a powerful leadership quality. Understanding others is a key part of emotional intelligence. People come from different backgrounds, cultures, and experiences. When you try to understand instead of judge, communication improves, conflict decreases, cooperation increases. This ability becomes extremely valuable in global and diverse environments. Emotional intelligence also improves decision making. Decisions made in anger, fear, or excitement are often regretted later. When you manage emotions, you see situations more clearly. You think long term instead of reacting short term. This leads to better choices in business and life. If you are broke today, emotional intelligence still gives you an advantage. You may not have money, but you can have self-control, patience, and understanding. These qualities attract mentors, partners, and opportunities. People want to help those who are emotionally mature and trustworthy. Emotional intelligence protects your success after you achieve it. Intelligence may help you reach the top, but emotional intelligence helps you stay there. In the end, people may forget how smart you were, but they will always remember how you made them feel. When people are young and struggling, the first thing they worry about is money. They ask how to earn more, how to get rich faster, how to escape poverty quickly. This is understandable, but it is also dangerous. Money feels urgent, but skills are important. If you chase money too early without building skills, money will control you. But if you focus on skills first, money will eventually follow you and stay with you. Money is a result, not a foundation. Many people want the result without building the foundation. This is like wanting a strong building without strong pillars. Skills are those pillars. They carry you through changes, failures, and uncertainty. Money can disappear overnight, but skills stay with you wherever you go. In the early stages of life, your value is not measured by how much money you make, but by how much you are learning. When you have few responsibilities and fewer risks, this is the best time to invest in yourself. Learn how businesses work. Learn how people think. Learn how to solve problems. These skills may not give you money immediately, but they prepare you for opportunities when they come. Many people make the mistake of choosing jobs only for salary. They ignore whether the job teaches them anything valuable. A high-paying job that teaches you nothing new can trap you. A lower-paying job that teaches you important skills can free you. The question is not how much you earn today, but how much you can earn tomorrow because of what you are learning today. Skills give you independence. When you have skills, you are not afraid of losing a job because you know you can create value somewhere else. Without skills, money creates fear. You become afraid to fail, afraid to change, afraid to take risks. Skills give you confidence that no amount of money can buy. In the beginning, money can also confuse your priorities. When money comes too early, people stop learning. They become comfortable and believe they are already successful. This is dangerous. The world keeps changing, but they stop growing. Skills keep you hungry, curious, and adaptable. The most successful people did not start by asking how to make money. They started by asking how to become useful. When you become useful to many people, money naturally comes to you. Value always comes before reward. Skills are how you create value. Skills also compound over time. One skill helps you learn another. Communication helps leadership. Problem solving helps innovation. Emotional intelligence helps teamwork. Over time, these skills multiply your opportunities. Money does not compound this way unless it is supported by skills. When you focus on skills, you also gain patience. You understand that growth takes time. You stop comparing yourself to others and start competing with your past self. This mindset protects you from frustration and jealousy. You trust the process because you know what you are building. Skills also help you make better decisions about money when you finally earn it. People without skills often waste money because they do not understand how it was created. People with skills respect money because they know the effort behind it. Skills teach responsibility. In difficult times, skills become your safety net. When markets crash or industries change, skilled people adapt. Unskilled people panic. Skills give you options. Options give you power. The world does not owe anyone money, but it rewards value. If you have skills that solve problems, improve lives, or create efficiency, the world will pay you. This payment may not be immediate, but it is reliable. If you are broke today, do not feel small. This is the best time to build yourself. Use this time wisely. Learn aggressively. Practice daily. Make mistakes and learn from them. These experiences will shape your future far more than quick money ever could. Money should be your servant, not your master. Skills make that possible. When skills come first, money becomes a tool, not a burden. Focus on becoming capable, not rich. When you are capable, richness in many forms follows naturally.